Welcome to auditionbooth.com, our lovely blog about Dancing with the Stars. I'm the Dancin man, JT Horenstein, choreographer and dance director to the stars in New York and Hollywood. So let's talk about this episode. This is the second elimination week for Dancing with the Stars, season 12. It was a very exciting week. This week's theme was about personal stories and personal background, and all of the contestants got to choose a song and a theme and a story that they could tell to the world about something that was deep and meaningful to them in their lives. I thought it was actually a really successful idea because it gave the performers an opportunity to really muster up feelings and show emotions that they could draw upon from real experiences in their life. So, highlights of the evening: Romeo and his fight with the shoe. Dude, get over it. It's a little bit of a heel. Every single Latin ballroom guy in the world is wearing these heels on their shoes. It's not a stiletto. Get over it. Find your center. Find your patience. You did a good job with your piece. You need to open up a little bit more. It was very introspective and internal. You didn't share enough with the audience. But I feel like if you had had peace with your shoe, it would have come off a little bit better for you. Other highlights this week: Kirstie's fall. It really wasn't her fault. Maxim, he was in a position. I was watching it, and then I rewound it, and I watched it a few different times. He really was stuck in this kind of hingy position, and his quad just gave out. He fell back. There's nothing you can do when a muscle gives out, and unfortunately, when you're partnering, you usually pull your partner down with you. So it was unfortunate, but they got back up, and they did a wonderful, wonderful job. I think that Sugar Ray and Anna with their Paso Doble, it just didn't hit home for me. It was just very jerky, and he kind of was dancing like Frankenstein, and I don't know. The highest score that I could muster up for him was a 6. A 6. I know, it's really not that great. This week, by far the weakest, you guys. I mean, Wendy Williams, she had been given the note over and over and over again: show yourself, explain the story, let's see the arcs in your performances. And yet again, she just played it on one note. And her story of her 27 years of living in her car while she was being a radio DJ and all the struggles and whatnot, it just didn't come across for me, and the dancing wasn't good enough to save her. She got the lowest scores of the evening, and especially from me. Oh no. She got a 4. Sorry, Wendy. Hey, at least she has a show to go back to. Moving on to, Ralph Macchio, last week's favorite of mine and most of everybody else. I gave him an 8. He ended up getting a 21 out of 30 with 8s and 7s across the board from the judges. It was indeed a step backward for him. It wasn't perfect. He does this weird thing with his hands. He doesn't know. This is my general note for everybody on the show. If you have your arms out in some sort of port-a-bras, don't break your wrists. Don't do this. Don't make pancakes with your hands. You need to keep your arms rounded, keep them energized, keep space between your forearm and your underarm, and you also can't break the line at the wrist. You need to have the energy flow all the way out through your fingers, and that's making your lines as long and graceful and beautiful as possible. So all of the contestants, please do this. Let's talk about the beast, Chris Jericho. He is definitely the underdog. I really think he's going to go far. No one knows it. You guys keep your eyes on him. He's doing a great job, and he has got a secret weapon, and her name is Cheryl Burke. And I really feel like, once again, she could pull this off for him, and he could pull it off too. I want to see some 10s. Come on, judges! Give him some 10s. Come on, dancers! Give him a reason to give him some 10s. Anyhow, until next week, this is JT Horenstein, that Dancin man, signing off for auditionbooth.com. Take care. Da 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 da.